Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Buddy up. Watch Mike, watch Mike. So don't say nothing. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check three, check.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow, 180. Stop here, D.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. They find some open field here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run with Cannon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Trenton Cannon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And that'll carry. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Second down, McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Come on, QB, come on.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And going deep for Hill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And it's complete to Kelce. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Shit. Check.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Check. Come back.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This fielded at the 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run. This is Scarborough. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He finds McKinnon, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Jackson dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. This is Scarborough. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 1st touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens, they claw one back. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It's Scarborough again. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Mahomes now pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Wow. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less designed runs like that. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Touch the outlaw. 40.
Play action. It's Jackson. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Earl Thomas in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Mahomes going to throw. And Clark has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Scarborough trying to run inside, but nothing there. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. They try again with Scarborough. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Grant. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check out, switch.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
In your face.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
47. Check, 47.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Down to the 25. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like Touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. So they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
12, fellas, here we go. 21.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Goodwin able to haul it in. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Slam, slam, slam.
One, Omaha.
Greystone, Travis.
On second down, a run with Breida. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
You ain't going nowhere.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check
11. White.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
Exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
It's a gain of 18. And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
First and 10, 29-yard line.
Play action. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Lock, lock, lock. Get hot. Get hot.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one now?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dick!
Dick! Go back to the 48 right now. Let's go.
Pilot, 64, weak.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Room here to run. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Jam. Tighten up.
56, 56.
SOS. 36.
Here's Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. In this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 on the last play. 19 more here at another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. This is McCaffrey, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Flag! Like 20!
Let's go, D.
Get hot! Get hot!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
40. Here we go. 180.
3 buds. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Check.
11.
Hey, turn it out.
1, Omaha.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They go play action here on first down. And now Garoppolo lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Grant. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Panthers.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Back to throw. Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Thomas, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. On play action, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On first down, here's Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Today's final score, Niners 24, Panthers 13.